thing. I see the. Let me say how I say it. The mainstream side is like I used to be so against the mainstream side of comedy. Like they're soft and mainstream is so much better. it's humongous. The level of better is insane
for the consumer, for people watching the specials,
for comics, the
level of comedy in like the Netflix HBO space. You mean that mainstream
amongst give you an example. So when I went to Comic View, when I was on Comic View, we would go film and it would be all these comics there. It was like this competition of who's going to have the best set on Comic View.
Yeah. Comic View on BET, which was huge in its day.
It was when you walked in the door, it was competitive from every aspect of it. My haircut is better than yours. My clothes are better than yours. I smell better. I got more. It was just so much competition. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So then I walked on the set of This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
Gonna be on Comedy Central. And it was so inviting.
Yeah.
It was like, nice haircut, nice outfit. Man, you smell great. Man, I hope you have a wonderful set.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference? Why is it so much competition over here?
Yeah.
Versus over here? I want you to go out and have a good show so we can get another season of this.
Yeah.
I want to be the standout person. It's just about me.
Right.
Two different.
That's interesting.
Two different aspects of it.
Let's get straight into it. I've been doing comedy for 7 years. We got April, May, June, July. 4 more months and I'll be doing it 8 years. And I've learned a lot about the differences between mainstream and urban, right? And everything Ali has said has hit home. Because at first, watching Def Jam and watching Comic View and watching Bad Boys of Comedy, I'm watching all of people that look like me doing something at a very high level and becoming successful from the craft. But then I see Comedy Central and HBO and Netflix, and I think they're making the same type of impact, but on a different scale or a different level. But when it comes to the comics itself, from my experience, I'm not going to talk about nobody else's experience but mine. When I was first coming up, I took the time to try to reach out to the OGs that were in the urban area of the urban comedy clubs. And now we'll go from the olders to the ones that are on my level and below, right? It seemed to me that absolutely that the urban comedy scene is about who is going to do the best. Who's going to outdo who? Who can follow who? More so than the camaraderie of lifting everybody up. Now, there are some, I don't want to get it misconstrued to be like black comics don't be looking out for other black comics. That's not true. But I do think there's a small smidgen of hazing there, right? And I think the hazing is passed down generational. I remember listening to some of the OGs for me that's been doing it 20 plus years, saying that the older comics before them wouldn't even acknowledge them. Wouldn't even speak to them. Wouldn't even say good job, any of that. Don't come in my green room. Don't talk to me. I'm doing my thing. You are on your way up. You don't even have enough time to come talk to me. That's how it was. Even me, right? I go out and I ask questions to these OGs, and the OGs are like, this is how it's done. This is how it's always been done. And if you don't follow suit, then word is going to get out that you are not a good hang. You are, you don't listen. You are combative. You are disruptive. All of these things from older urban comics. When I get into the mainstream room, it is more so of what we can do as a collective to build everyone up. Now, is that for every mainstream room? That's not the case either. But I've seen more so of competition and hazing and I think the urban room wants to break you. Do you really want this or not? Because if you get a bunch of your idols talking down on you, that could be heartbreaking for some. There's a lot of weak, what's the word I'm trying to think of? There's just not a lot of belief in oneself that if you got this big comedian and this big comedian and this big comedian all telling you to quit, what should I do? And a lot of people would just say, maybe I don't got it. And I think that's what they want because they need the opportunity to be able to do these shows still. They're still trying to hold on to their life. And they do that in the mainstream too. It's a whole bunch of people that should be not doing comedy no more, Rob Schneider. There should be a lot of people that should not be doing comedy no more. What's the other dude's name? Jamie Kennedy. These people should not be successful, but they are. And I've heard stories of Rob Schneider saying, hey, cut that dude's minutes. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So it happens on both ends, but I see it more so with the urban comics. I want to be where I'm accepted, whether that's mainstream, whether that's urban, whether that's Latino. I just want to be accepted as someone that has the talent to be able to make anybody laugh. And a lot of times I end up being the bad guy because I'm not going to let these old, washed up, not where they're supposed to be comics tell me what I should or should not be doing, or allow these type of comics to shit on me because their career isn't where they want it to be. And they're trying to discourage me from getting there. I think not. But this is what I've seen with my own two eyes. And I'm sure that other comedians can attest to it, but I'm sure they won't because they're afraid of the big bad wolf of telling some clubs and other comedians not to work with you. Well, guess what? There's a million comics in the world, man. White, black, Chinese, and different. It doesn't matter. It is enough for everybody. And if you don't get it in the mainstream, then you'll get it in the urban. If you don't get it in the urban, you'll get it in the mainstream. That's just the way it works. What do you want? I just know that my focus is where I'm accepted. I'm not going to go somewhere where I'm not accepted. Like, I love Austin. I really do. But if you have a strong mind, a strong will, and say what you want, you will not do well. It is just what it is. There is a secret Dr. Claw running this shit from behind the scenes. It is happening, and we've seen it happen before. And that goes back to, I was watching this thing, a documentary of JFK, and they murked him. And when they murked him, everybody got in line. And this has been going on for the last, 30, 40 years? So if you're in a small comedy community and one person stands up and tries to tell the truth about some things that are going on, and then they get rid of that person, it makes all the others think twice before doing anything or saying anything. But that happens, like I said, on the mainstream side. They just do it discreetly. The urban side, straight to your face. I don't know, but y'all tell me what y'all think. This is my story. This is my rendition of what happened. I may be wrong, but I'm telling you this is what happened to me. So you tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think it's easier in the urban, or do you think it's easier in the mainstream? Do you think the urban is more unforgiving and the mainstream is more forgiving? You tell me, put it in the comments. I will holler at y'all on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and
until we meet again.